the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back.
Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Parker. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Oregon Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football. And that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You think back to guys like Desmond Howard. He stepped up whenever he had an opportunity on the biggest stages. And that's what this guy has to do today.
Well, and that's for everybody, right? Down the stretch when it matters most, you have to be elite. But for a receiver, it's hard because you're dependent on the quarterback. He's got to get you the football. But making those big splash plays throughout a season, and listen, he started off the year putting up great numbers. It's just got to continue.
Moore will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country. country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them. After the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Coming out with it, it's Stevens. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's a heat. He's going to take off, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hart. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Turns it loose deep. He's got it up to 30. offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Hawkeyes are on the move. Use the play fake, now to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
There he goes. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense has it, they're on the move.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Looking for a gap. It's Davison. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Davison. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Blasted as he lets it go. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the red zone. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that run.
Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. Under fire. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
He fires one deep over the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Forced out of the pocket. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Moore to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Anderson with the carry. Got room to work. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Split backs here. Moore will throw. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Reads it, fires complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me.
Got a man.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Look at this. He's going to catch it right in front of his own goal line. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. With the catch, it's Moore.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Got his man. Oh, what a move together. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give on the option. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Under fire. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hart. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the quarterback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Creates a little space. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Backing up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more.
There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Quarterback making adjustments. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men will have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Colorado State was far from the friendly confines of Fort Collins, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receivers.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Moore to the air. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Hawkeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick, team comes through.
He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out route. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These corners going to give them some space. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.